Hey, well. Very good evening to everybody. Um, Once again, I'm not really here. I'm going to be taking Monday through Thursday off, taking a little vacation, and I did prepare some fun shows for you. I think so, anyways. Back when the show first started, I used to do seasons, which were like 4 weeks long, which seemed at the time like forever. I had no conception, that a year and a half later I'd still be doing this. A month seemed like forever. and at the end of each season, I did a best of show, and I did that for 4 seasons. And then as things kept going on, I thought as we got into the summer, people would stop watching, and you guys kept watching, and I can't thank you enough a year and a half later. But what I decided to do is each of these nights I'm going to play season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4 is best of nights. I think there were some bloopers there for a while. And so I hope you enjoy them. I'd actually like to see them myself, but I'll be on the beach. So have a wonderful week. Enjoy these shows, and I hope to see you Friday night live from Deadhead Land. I have a really, really special show for you then, and I think we got all the kinks finally worked out. So thanks again, and enjoy the show. Take care, everybody. All right, good evening. Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day, happy season 3 premiere. What an exciting night this is going to be. And as Bob Weir says, more fun than a frog in a glass of milk. All right, so the camera's off, and I realize also I'm not really going to be playing tonight, and I'm going to adjust the camera so I'm not looking up so much. All right, well, that was a mistake. Oh, my. All right, let's go with that. That's a little better. All right, so just as I was going on, I heard the phone was ringing, and it was my buddy Dave Hebert out there in Colorado, who played with Melvin and JGB and is playing again with Melvin. And I love Dave, and I love playing with him so much. And he finally worked out his end of things, and he was calling to hook up us playing, him coming on the show. So I'm hoping, but I had to go. I'd like, Dave, I got a show to do. I'll talk to you later. So I'm hoping that's going to be this week, but I'll let you know that's going to be a whole lot of fun. He's just a barrel of laughs, much less a great guitar player. So looking forward to that. And we do have some special Memorial Day stuff tonight, and it is our season 3 premiere. As you know, we go through some highlights, some bloopers, but guess what? There's not really any bloopers this year. There were bloopers, but we're not doing them. But as I was going through over the weekend, I had a little bit of time, and I just want to and I know I'm going to miss. I don't really want to do this because I'm going to miss somebody or going to say their name wrong. And but I was seeing that Facebook makes this denomination or whatever of top fans, and I just want to say thank you to you guys, and I just want to say to everybody else, whether you stop in here occasionally or you're here and you don't comment, you're all top fans. I love you all. But this is Facebook's thing, so thank you, Andrew Falk, Winda Woglum, Jade Moon, Richard Kalin, Louis Casamas, Cindy Costello, Linda Abrams, Junebug, David Fincham, Dennis Phillips, Sean Richardson, Mary Powers, Joseph Simons, Tammy Anderson, Michael Van Dusen, John Pizzarella, Sarah Alvina, Jessica Lynn, my sister, Linda Mazur, Gabby Scorcher. I'm really impressed, Gabby. Thanks Megan O'Brien and Andrew Hart. There's another couple people, I know they're on here a lot. Somehow they don't have this top fan designation, but Elise Solomon, I know you hear all the time. Karen Van Dusen, Ellen Gustafson, my friend Sean Slack. But anyways, thank you everybody. We're into season 3. It's been just a wonderful journey, you know, as I say, in the strangest of places. Who would have thought this would be what I was doing, what we were doing, but here we are, and you guys are wonderful, and it's a wonderful time for me. So thank you so much. I really wish I could get this better. And here, go like this. So, and just another couple things. I did mention there were some prizes to be given out. Dennis, Joseph, and Michael all guessed Weather Report Suite. Well, I did say Suite, so that that kind of gave it away. But that really, even though I am working on that, and that is going to happen, that wasn't the number one answer. Good answer, but it wasn't the top answer. But you still got a prize. And I think somebody else said Viola Lee, which I hadn't thought of, and you get a prize for that because thanks for reminding me. But there are two. There's one that's a real obvious, and particularly one half of it. The fact that I haven't done is surprising, and but that's the major one I've been working on. You'll see. We'll get probably that this week, and then there's just like the song, and so there's 2 of them there, plus the Weather Report Suite. All coming up, and some other really special surprises for season 3, and not to mention Dave Hebert. We're going to get started, though, with a little bit of music. I'm starting out with this with the show I did with Scott Guberman. Boy, what a blast he was, and I thought that was a whole lot of fun. This was what we started out with Shakedown. I think it takes, just a little bit of time for us to. This is not easy doing this remote. The getting the timing and syncing things up is really, really tough. And I appreciate everybody that's taken on the challenge. And it usually does take a little bit just to settle in and get used to it. So this takes, I think, half a minute or so. But when we kick in, it really does kick in. So enjoy. I'm going to watch this with you guys.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
much too fast.
Maybe you had too much too fast.
Maybe you had too much too fast.
Maybe you had too much too fast. Just to play the part. Nothing shaking on
Shakedown Street.
Used to be hard to tell.
Tell me this town ain't got no heart. Just gotta poke around.
Passing your way today.
Well, you can never tell.
Stop by 'cause I wanna say.
Well, you can never tell.
Well, I recall your darkness when it crackled like a thundercloud. Tell me this town ain't got no heart.
Tell me this town ain't got no heart.
Tell me this town ain't got no
Don't
heart.
tell me this town ain't got no heart.
Tell me this town ain't got no heart.
Tell me this town ain't got no heart.
I can hear it beat out loud.
Nothing shaking on Shakedown Street. Used to be the haunted town. Tell me this town ain't got no heart. Just gotta poke around. That was a lot of fun. Hold on. All right. Hey, Scott Gruberman. All right, this next song I chose, I'm going to tell you a story. Bob Weir tells this story about Jerry. I guess they were, they were starting a song. They're starting the show out, and they're playing a song. And why does it still look like my eyes are closed? All right, well, I don't know. So they're starting a song. Bobby thought it was maybe something like Franklin's Tower, and they just went round and round on the intro, and just this heavy, deep groove, and everybody just right on the money, and just, it's one of those sort of God-given things where it just feels so good. And Jerry sort of ambled over to Bobby and said to him, like, I could live here. And I know exactly what he's talking about. It's a very real, I maybe never put it that way, but it's a very real feeling when all of a sudden you just sink into this just fat cosmic groove, and you're not playing. The music's playing in the band. You're just there letting it wash over you, and it's just a wonderful feeling. And playing here with this, playing in this format. is a whole new thing, it's very, very strange. And number one, not having other people to work off, that's a lot of the fun, it's that dialogue, it's that sort of back and forth, and for me anyways, that's such a huge part of it. Most of my good friends, we have that sort of thing verbally, like we're just sort of that sort of verbal sparring, war war of wits, and it's that sort of back and forth, in the moment, quickly, and on the spot. So, that's tough. You got to kind of work that out in your own head and have your own your own little verbal sparring going on. You got nothing to cushion anything, nothing to hide behind. It's all a very weird situation, different, I should say, and so I haven't yet had that feeling of like, oh boy, I could live here. It's coming. I'm getting closer. But this next song was a Frank Zappa tune, and this was the first time that I really fell into it. And maybe I wasn't living there yet, but I was leaving a toothbrush and a change of underwear at the house there. And let me see where the heck it is. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there we go. All right, so here's the Frank Zappa song. I felt good with this one. Too slow. Have you seen us, Uncle Remus? Well, we look pretty sharp in these clothes, unless we get sprayed by a hose. It ain't bad in the day when they squirt it your way, except in the winter when it's froze. It's hard when it hits on your nose, on your nose. It's hard when it hits on your nose. Just put your nose to the grindstone, they say. Will that redeem us, Uncle Remus? Can't wait till my fro's full grown. I'll leave my do-rag at home, and I'll take a drive to Beverly Hills just before dawn, and knock those little jockeys off the rich people's lawn. Before they get up, I'll be gone, I'll be gone. Before they get up, I'll be knocking the jockeys off the lawn. Frank Zappa, knocking the little jockeys off those rich people's lawns. All right, so now we're moving right on. We're rolling tonight. Friday night, I'm in a good mood. And I can't, yeah, look how much fun I was having there. Look how happy I was. All right, so moving on. This next one is just one of my favorite songs of all time. I thought it went well, and I just love it, and I want to play it again. To lay me down once more, to lay me down, and with my hair in sparkling clover, let the world go by like clouds are streaming. To lay me down one last time, to lay me down, to lay me down, oh, to lay me down, to lay me down one last time, to lay me down, to be with you once more, to be with you, and with our bodies close together, let the world go by, all lost and dreaming, to lay me down one last time, to lay me down, to
to lay me down. To lie with you once more, to lie with you, and with our dreams entwined together, to wake beside you, my love still sleeping, to tell sweet lies one last time and say good night. Lay me down, oh, to lay me down, to lay me down, one last time, to lay me down. To lay me down one last time, to lay
saw a bird with a tear in his eyes. Walked to New Orleans, I said, my, oh my. I said, hey bird, would you rather die? To walk this world when you were born to fly. If I was a sun, I'd look for shade. If I was a bed, I would stay unmade. If I was a river, I'd run uphill. If you call me, you know I will. And if you call me, you know I will. Ooh, freedom. Ooh, liberty. Ooh, leave me alone to find my own way home. Hey, I wanna find my own way home. I say what I mean, and I don't give a damn. I do believe I am who I am. Hey now mama, come and take my hand. A whole lot of shaking all across this land. If I was an eagle, I'd dress like a duck. I crawl like a lizard and honk like a truck. If I get a notion, I'll climb this tree or chop it down, and you can't stop me. Or chop it down, and you can't stop me. Ooh, freedom. Ooh, liberty. Oh, leave me alone to find my own way home. Yeah, I wanna find my own way home. I went to the well, but the water was dry. I dipped my bucket in the clear blue sky. I looked in the bottom, and what I see? This whole damn world was looking back at me. If I was a bottle, I'd spill for love. Sake of mercy, I would kill for love. If I was a liar, I'd lie for love. Sake of my baby, I'd die for love. For sake of my baby, I'd die for love. Ooh, freedom. Ooh, liberty. Ooh, leave me alone to find my own way home. Hey, I wanna find my own way home. I wanna find my own way home. All right, so now everybody can hear me. I'm so sorry. I turn off the mic while these are playing so I can make noise freely. And I forgot to turn it back on. So I'm just going to leave it on till I get my intern here working, and they can take care of all that stuff. But of course, that was Liberty, and special for today for the Memorial Day. And remembrance, of course, of all that have fought for our freedom and liberty, and we have to remember, that freedom, freedom means freedom to have different ideas, and freedom to be stupid, and that's part of the deal, right? And I think that we just have to remember that love conquers all. Just everybody keep sharing the love, and I do believe that love will trump stupid. No pun intended. So, in continuing with the tribute here to Memorial Day, and remembering those all who have fought and given their lives and put their lives on the line, and in every sort of way. This is Jerry, Bobby, and Vince singing the national anthem. The funny story, I think Vince was nervous about doing this, and so Vince and Bobby called up Jerry to come into the office and rehearse, and Jerry said, "I know the song, man." Click. Jerry wasn't into rehearsing the national anthem, but here it is. Here they are, and here's to our.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the center field area to present the colors for today, the Vietnam Veterans Color Guard, Unit 400, and soldiers from the 6th U.S. Army Presidio of San Francisco. And now, may we direct your attention to in front of the pitcher's mound to honor America in the singing of our national anthem, Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, Vince Welnick, San Francisco's own, the Grateful Dead.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
So they did a real nice job, right? Even without practicing. Interestingly, the Presidio, who were the honor guard there, or whatever they were, that's where Jerry was stationed when he was in the Army, right there in San Francisco. All right, so listen, when I was looking that up, I came across, this is just hysterical. You just got to hear these guys. They were it was news that, the Grateful Dead was singing the national anthem.
You with some live Dead, the Grateful Dead, that is.
You a deadhead?
No. What is a deadhead?
I don't know. I'm just reading this. Well, proving that they're America's band and America's national pastime. If you believe that, we'd like to sell you something. The rock and roll legend singing the national anthem at the San Francisco Giants home opener today. It worked for the Giants. Maybe Fenway should be next. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good evening.
Right? So, are you a deadhead? No. What's that? And then the guy goes, I don't know. I'm just reading. I'm just reading this off the card. I love it. And then he wants to sell you a bridge if you think that that's America's band singing for America's pastime. One thing you know about here, we're not reading from any cards. This is, all right, so now moving on. Wow, this has taken up a lot of we're quite a ways into the show. This was another time I just felt I love this song, and Yorma and Hot Tuna, and enjoy this. Guess it's time for us to pause and think of living as it was. Into the future we must cross, and I'd like to go with you. And I'd like to go with you. You said I'm harder than a wall, a marble shaft about to fall. But I loved you dearer than them all. So let me stay with you. So let me stay with you. So we walked on to the day. The skies were blue, half turned to gray. And I might have not been clear to say, well, I'd never look away. I'd never look away. Though I'm feeling you inside, my life is moving with the tide, and I'd like to see it be an open ride along with you, going along with you.
time we borrowed from ourselves can't stay within our fault as well. And living turns into a lender's wealth. So let me come with you. I'd like to go with you. And when we came out into view, there I found myself with you. And I'd like to stay right here with you, with you. I guess it's time for us to pause and start our living as it was. Into the future we must cross, must cross. And I'd like to go with you. And I'd like to go with you. I'd like to go with you.
All right. So, yes, and that went into Fire in the Mountain, which I think was a fun time as well. Hey, thanks, Karen. You called that exactly. HFT. Hot effing tuna. And, boy, when I was a little kid, they played here in New Paltz. It was my... they played at the gymnasium, and for some reason I went over there. I think I was working at ShopRite. And I got until midnight, and I like, I'll go over and see if maybe I catch the end of it. Well, I went over there, and they weren't even in the middle of it. They went on until about 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's always been. No one will ever accuse me of playing too little. I that thing of leave them wanting more. I've never been able to do that because I like to play and play and certainly was about the thing about the Dead that one of the aspects that I just loved. Like they were there to play, and they put on some awfully long shows as well, all through their career. So yeah, thank you for that. Thanks for great 2 seasons. I'm looking forward to season 3. I had a couple more, but this is the longest show we've had. But thank you all so very much. And guess what? I saw somebody on there from North Carolina, Ellen, I think, or maybe I got it wrong. But anyways, I was going to go on and say hello and thanks for coming. But Michael and I'm sorry, maybe Dennis. I'm sorry, but a couple guys beat me to it. Welcome them here. That's always what I wish to happen and hope is happening out there and everybody sharing the love. So that's what this is all about. So thank you guys. And you know, if you're just if you're not commenting and you're just you know, you don't have to. There's lots of ways to share the love. So this last song I'm gonna play. This is another tune where I felt like I was finally really moving in. Maybe. You know, we'll try trial. You know, to give it see how it goes for a couple of weeks. And it's just from last Friday. I feel bad about playing again, but I really love this, and it seems a wonderful way to go out with the end of Memorial Day weekend. Love everybody. Thanks for being here, and. 'Twas in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue, the road was full of mud. And I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And if I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I'll give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be warm, come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was little risk involved, and everything up to that point had been left so unresolved. And try imagine a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Was burned out from exhaustion, buried in the hall, poisoned in the bushes and blown out on the trail, and hunted like a crocodile, ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And suddenly I turned around, and she was standing there, with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Now there's a wall between us, something that's been lost. I took too much for granted, guess I got my signals crossed. Just to think that it all began on a long forgotten morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, the deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher rides a mount, but nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a futile horn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I've heard newborn babies wailing like a mountain dove, an old man with broken teeth, stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give you
shelter from the storm. In a little hilltop village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation, and they gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence, I got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, I'm living in a foreign country, but I'm bound to cross the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge, and someday I'll make it mine. If I could only turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
All right, everybody, thank you all so much. Wishing you a very wonderful rest of your Memorial Day and the rest of your evening. And we'll start out season 2 tomorrow. See you then.
Yeah, everybody, try to be nice to everybody else, okay?